Howdy YouTubians! So sticking with the feminism slash battle of the sexes theme, I had an interesting discussion with my brother the other night. Actually, I won't call it a discussion, more so a full-on debate that eventually resulted in use of ad hominem and yelling. But we'll use the word discussion for the time being. But we were discussing whether the world would be a better place or whether the world would actually survive if it was entirely men or entirely women. This argument was prompted after we were both watching the news, and there were the usual killings, stabbings, wars, and all of that. And I quietly said, "You guys are so lucky that women are here, otherwise you'd all destroy yourselves." So my basic argument was that provided women had all the right technology to engage in manual labour that they couldn't do due to their biological weakness compared to men, say we had robots to do farming or whatever men do, I was saying that I think that an all-women's world would last longer and not destroy itself compared to a all-man's world, who I personally think would just fight and eventually implode from within. Now, I do realise my inherent bias in saying this, because I personally think women are pretty awesome, men as well, but I guess I only tend to see the positive side to women because I am one and I like to see myself in a positive light. Bit of psychology there for you. In terms of keeping a world together and keeping a world cohesive and harmonious, women are definitely better at creating and maintaining good relationships. So I think that would be a major factor when it comes to keeping this all-women's world together and working as one. Now, no surprise here, but my brother argued the opposite, that men, in fact, would keep the world around longer and wouldn't implode from within. But it wasn't the fact that he thought that men could do better that annoyed me, it was his reasons why. He basically argued that women would neither have the brain capacity nor the physical strength to keep a world going. We had already established that, hypothetically, technology would have been developed in order for women not to lift a finger. So that was struck off the table, so he couldn't use the "oh, but men are stronger" as a defense. However, the other ways in which he thought that women would, as he put, epically fail, were down to quite sexist assumptions that I thought he would have not thought, considering he's quite a progressive, liberal, left-wing, kind of a lot like me, but obviously holds these deep, deep sexist assumptions and thoughts. He was arguing that women don't have the leadership capabilities in order to lead their fellow people or have control over others, which is contradicted by the fact that his country is currently run by a female Prime Minister, a female Governor General, a female Premier of our state. So I know that's not proof that women can lead, but when I questioned him as to why they can't lead people, he said, "Oh, well, you don't see many women in top-rung positions in businesses, do you?" Ugh, facepalm. I calmly tried to explain to him that this was due to A, history of a patriarchal system, B, the glass ceiling effect, and C, just generally limited opportunities and respect for women who do want to further their career in especially high-paying and highly publicised important jobs in the world, which he didn't really listen to, but I felt I got my point across. Now, of course, this was a silly sibling fight which had no academic merit to it whatsoever, and eventually ended up with us calling each other poo head, which I'm not proud of. But I thought it was interesting to see this idea of male privilege crop up again. By no means am I having a go at you guys or picking on your, all boys are stupid, we should throw rocks at them. But it was definitely interesting to see it pop up from someone that I didn't expect it to come from, because I thought that I had raised him well to respect and think about things from a woman's perspective, especially when it comes to things like jobs or power or all those kind of qualities that aren't necessarily usually associated with women, but should be, because I think we can play up with the rest of the big boys in the system. So I just thought it was fascinating to see that come up in my everyday life, especially around the whole time of the elevator gate and the Richard Dawkins thing, and which I know is completely over and I'm beating a dead horse, but I just thought it was interesting to see it happening in real life and for it to apply to me somewhat. Just a reminder that if you want to be updated on new videos or genuinely just hear the ramblings of a future crazy cat lady, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at FearBlandness. So yeah, you can have some fun trolling me through there, or following me but then deciding that it's not worth following me, so then my followers go down and I feel sad and unloved. Hope you've all had a brilliant day, and I will see you later.